Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a whole bunch of homemaking stuff. We're going to be doing some seed starting for my spring garden, some cleaning up in the kitchen, and just some general trying to keep the mess controlled around my house. So let's get started with the video. This year I wanted to get a head start with my gardening. Last year I didn't really get to do too much. We had only been in our new house for a little while and nothing was really organized. So this year I got a couple of new products to help me get my spring gardening going. I love it because it is still cold outside. It's nowhere near ready to plant outside, but I have nice big windows, and regardless of that, I got a hydroponic planter, which is going to be perfect because it's got the LED lights. So even if you have a darker area in your house, that is totally okay because you've got the lights. So you can get your garden started, or you can even just like grow some herbs in the inside of your house. So I actually got my garden products from AliExpress, and right now they are having an amazing sale, you guys. It's their anniversary sale, and I'm so glad that I picked this stuff up from AliExpress because it is a fraction of the price than I would have paid if I would have went to a garden center here in town. So their stuff is a better choice, a better price. I went on their website. They have so many different options. They even have a white hydroponic set, which is really nice. It would look so nice in my kitchen, but I picked up the black one this time. Both black and white match beautifully. It comes with everything that you need, including the plant food. As you can see, I'm preparing it here. It was so easy to put together. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some water to it. I picked up a few packages of seeds when I was at the store the other day. Right now, I just want to test it out with some flower seeds. So I'm going to get that started. And once those grow, it'll be perfect because I'm going to go ahead and transplant them into flower pots. And I'm going to use that to decorate my front porch for the summer. So hopefully I will have some beautiful spring flowers that I didn't have to pay a whole bunch of money for because I started them in my very own kitchen. These are also pretty awesome to make an herb garden. If you just want to keep this in your kitchen, you can put rosemary, oregano, basil, chives, pretty much whatever you want. And these are the little pods that come with it. So these are little sponges, and you just insert those right into the container, and you've got this whole water system running underneath, so everything just runs automatically. And these are the flowers that I planted. They are morning glory. So I saw two colors in there, so I just tried to alternate. I think one is like a purpley blue and another one is pink. So I'm just putting one seed in each little spongy pod. And now that the seeds are in there and the water system is on, the lights are on, I just went ahead and put the little plastic domes over the seeds, and this is what keeps it moist inside. I'm adding a little bit more water in the corner here. This is actually where you're supposed to put the water. I did not notice that. So it comes with a little plug. So that's where you can add more water without having to disturb your little seed pods. So now these are planted and ready to go. I'm just going to keep an eye on them and hopefully they'll start growing soon. I will keep updating you guys in my upcoming videos as to how these are growing, and then hopefully I can show you guys how I transplant them onto my front porch. So next up, what I wanted to do is I wanted to get some lettuce started in here as well as some peas. So I just went ahead and bought like 10 of these little pots from the gardening store. I also have this whole irrigation system that I got off of AliExpress. This thing is going to be amazing. It's going to be a lifesaver for me because we are out of town a lot for hockey. So I typically would always like kill my plants because I would not be around to water them, or I'd forget. So now I've got this little irrigation system. It's got 2 pumps. All you got to do is click it and it'll go ahead and water your plants for you. So I'm just going to get this all set up here, and now I won't be killing my plants from now on when we go out of town for hockey. So the system came with a whole bunch of tubing and little connectors, so you could configure it the way you need to. This is the way I did it. You just cut the tubes to the size that you need and put it wherever you need. This whole little system works perfectly. And this is so much neater than I thought it was. At first I wasn't quite sure how to make this all work, but once I figured out how to use all the different pieces, it is so versatile. You can have houseplants like across the table and just run the tubing across and then hide your reservoir bucket. Okay guys, don't laugh at me. This is my old phone. I just haven't transferred the SIM card yet. I literally got a new phone yesterday. This one was like going kaput skis. So thankfully I got a new one now. So if you guys want to check out AliExpress's anniversary sale, they've got a lot of great deals. Their sale starts March 18th and it goes till March 27th. All products are up to 70% off. You can use the codes for an extra discount, and you can also use my code WOW328 to get $10 off of your order of $50 or more. Alright, so we are jumping back here in the video to before I planted all of my gardening stuff. I did have some cleaning to do in the kitchen before I was ready to take on any new projects. I'm like that. I like to make sure that everything is like cleaned up and put away before I start something new, which is really hard for us because we are always on the go and it's just so much busier than I ever thought we would ever be. Like, put it this way, 5 years ago when I thought we were busy, that was like not even close to the way it is now. So that's kind of why I've been MIA a little bit over the past couple of months. It just got insanely busy with life and the kids right after Christmas. So I'm hoping to get a little bit more filming done, but I know we have a super busy spring as well. So I'll try to do what I can do, but the house updates are not coming as fast as I want them to be. But at the same time, there's just so much happening with the kids and hockey and work and stuff like that. It's just super busy. So our kitchen sink is actually really nasty. There's a lot of residue. As you can see, I have not had a chance to scrub it out in a couple of days. So I just made sure that I sprayed it all down, got some soap on it. And in the meantime, while that's sitting there, I'm just going to go ahead and vacuum all of the flooring in the kitchen. As you can see, we are still waiting on our cabinet guy who said he was coming at the end of January. So I'm hoping it's any day now. He did say it's going to be really soon, but he's just finishing up another kitchen. So I don't know. I'm getting sick of the way the baseboard looks on the bottom of the kitchen cabinets, but I cannot wait till that is on. Same with the base of the island. As you can see, it's still unfinished, and I want my floating shelves up in my kitchen, and I just can't wait to show you guys that stuff. And then decorate and put up the backsplash and all that good stuff. But I'm just going through the kitchen sink here. I'm going over it with my scrub brush and some soap and just giving it a really good wash, because that was so much grosser than I thought it was, but there was a lot of dishes in the way, so I couldn't really see that it was all grimy underneath. And we were going to put 2 dishwashers in this kitchen, but we just couldn't figure out where to put the second one, so I just went with one. I mean, I don't know if that was the right decision or the wrong decision, but one seems to work. But there's always dishes in the sink. That's the only problem. So I'm just thawing some chicken that is on the counter, just in case you're wondering why there's raw chicken on my kitchen counter. It was in the freezer and I just took it out so I can get some dinner ready with it. but that one is actually going to have to be for tomorrow because today I ended up making chili. Everybody was in the mood for chili, so that's just what I ended up making on this day. Okay, so I'm going to quickly show you guys my chili recipe. I already cooked up this ground beef last night. I was making something else and just thought that I would pre-make the ground beef so that way it's ready to go for today. I added some fresh garlic in there, a big can of diced tomatoes. Now I'm adding a big can of crushed tomatoes. We're just going to mix this all up. We're going to get the heat going, get these flavors all mixed together. Then I'm going to add a can of red kidney beans. Everything is just kind of like eyeballed. I don't really have a recipe. Then I'm adding a can of beans in tomato sauce. So I just sometimes add whatever I have on hand. This is just a cup of beer. This is the first time I'm actually using beer in my chili recipe, but I happened to see a recipe that had it in there, so I just thought I'd give it a shot. Then I decided that I was going to add one more big can of diced tomatoes. Now I'm just throwing in a can of tomato paste. That's just going to give it a much richer tomato flavor. Then we're adding one big scoop of brown sugar. I just used an ice cream scooper, threw that in there. It just really enhances the flavor of the chili. It's starting to taste super yummy. I'm going to add some cumin. Again, I have no measurements. I'm just totally eyeballing it, just mixing things together until it tastes good. Now, as the chili is slowly cooking on the stove, I was cleaning up a little bit more in the kitchen. I've got some recycling overflowing. Okay, this disaster right here is just extra couches. We got new couches. I want to show you guys what we got going on, but that's going to be in one of my next videos. We're just trying to decide which couches to keep, which ones are going to go down in the basement. So lots of decisions to make. The chili is just going to cook on a low temperature. We've got the Neo-Citron out because the boys have been so sick the past couple of days, so we're going to get that put away. Not too much else to tidy on the island, but we've got a mess in the sink as usual. So that is it for the kitchen part of this video, because I wanted to head upstairs and do a little bit of cleaning up there. I wanted to vacuum. There was laundry all over the floor, so I managed to pick that up. I threw it on the bed, which is like Jeff's pet peeve because I always put it on the bed and then I never get to folding it, and then it's bedtime and then it ends up going on the floor again. But at least this way today it's going to get vacuumed. Now I do want to say that I used to be so meticulous in my videos about making sure everything looked perfectly clean and I wanted everything just so, and then I just realized that I'm sharing my real life. We are in a really busy season of life right now. I'm having such a hard time keeping on top of making sure everything is clean, and not even to mention that we moved into our house not completely done yet, and Jeff has had zero time. So as you can see in our master bathroom, we still have unfinished areas, but it functions. So hopefully this summer, once hockey slows down, he will have more time to finish up these little projects, but for now, we're just making do. I still have a box in the hallway here that needs to be put away. We've got some hangers and some clothes and stuff that we need to go through. But again, I'm kind of cleaning around all of those other messes that need to be organized just to make sure we're not living in a total disaster, even though it kind of looks like it, but it's not as bad. Even the stairs, you guys, the stairs need to be completed. We have the hardwood sitting in our bathroom upstairs that needs to be installed. The vacuum is picking up a lot of dust just because there's so much traffic in the house. The kids are always having friends over and just lots going on. And again, guys, I used to be so embarrassed to show any kind of mess that I wasn't able to clean up, but that is it. Whatever. This is as much as I can do. Charlotte went and scratched my couch. I was so mad, but the nice thing is that cuticle clippers actually cleaned those up perfectly. You can barely even tell that they were scratched. But I am exhausted at the end of this night. I decided to run a hot bath so I can soak my sore body. I've gotten so much stuff done during this day, even though it doesn't look like it. As you can see, there's still under construction houses outside my window. That house has been like needing exterior for like almost a year, but that's just the way it is around here. I've really noticed that constructions are taking a lot longer than they used to. Just costs of everything and finding labor and stuff like that is a lot different. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just going to relax in the tub for the rest of the night. Please make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys don't miss any of my future videos, and I will see you guys next time in the next video. Bye.